already hovered it, and I believe it is going to be BTK in D tier.
D tier?
Right?
Okay.
That's my view for GenG.
Hot take, hot take. I feel like KME teams, no one can play early. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are the casters for KME and KMW. We will be ranking our teams in the major series. I am Sagi. Alongside me, three handsome gentlemen, which is Kin, Blam, and also Holler. So, guys, let's save the talk and let's get going with the tier list. All right, who wants to start?
I'll go.
Okay. Come on, Blam. This
I
one,
would
right?
like to go for, yes, you've already hovered it, and I believe it is going to be BTK in D tier.
D tier? Alright, jokes
It's
aside.
okay.
Jokes aside, I think the reason why BTK right now is deserving in bottom tier, I think main reason is also because that, one, slow transition, two, they are playing purely on instincts, and so far in the first ranking week, I think they got like what, 0 series win? Right.
0. They ended
Yes,
with
they got
0
one
as well.
round, right?
They got 2 rounds.
Two
Two rounds, okay.
I think against
So
LM.
they'll
and
have a
also-
buddy in D tier. They'll have a buddy in D tier.
Oh, yeah, I think it's this one. CMF.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, it makes sense, right? Because they also went like what? Like they only got like what, 1 win against like what, Astar Esports or R8 in the
I think one
off stream.
from SCARZ.
SCARZ.
SCARZ?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
God damn! Okay, what about Boars Gaming? What about Boars Gaming? They are like what?
No.
Not D.
They are not
Not
D.
D.
They
They're
are
not
not
D?
D. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. I assure you, if you put them against KME teams, they will still destroy some of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
they're
so,
one below.
so how would you rate Boars Gaming in the sense?
Actually, Boars Gaming, I feel like they are. They had the same problem of the teams of spring season in East, which is they can't close games. They actually have a pretty good game pre-10 minutes. But the moment the shadow variants come out, all hell breaks loose and then they just lose. Yeah.
SCARZ, right?
Has to be SCARZ, right?
Yeah, SCARZ, right?
More
Yeah.
SCARZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think
especially
CR
against
has
GenG.
CR has done. Hey, wait. Why are you putting them at B? Put them at the C tier too.
What? No
Nah.
way. No way.
Whoa,
They're
stay in
C
your
tier.
lane, my friend.
No, they're C tier. Come on. Okay, after the
nah.
improvement of like Crazy Raccoon,
KMW Glazer.
come
Yeah.
on.
SCARZ takes level max. SCARZ takes Aylo Gaming. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah.
I think C.
Yeah,
I think B.
so too.
Low B. Let's put it in B now, but low B for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for now. Alright, okay. Now.
Okay.
Okay, let's pick 9Z Globant because just now, I think, because this video is recorded on 15th September, so I just saw 9Z Globant push 3 games against Twisted Minds. And
Yeah.
all
And a
3
good
games,
push.
it was 9Z Globant in control, but they just couldn't close that final few moments. So, what do you guys think of this team?
Hey, there's no way they go to B. What the heck, dude? They will destroy your KME teams. No problem. Yeah, no problem.
Get that word out of your mouth. Okay?
Yeah.
Easy.
You traitor, you turncoat.
Okay, so... Okay, since Holler is here, right, let's put this to the test. What do you guys think of Nongshim Redforce?
Not as clean as spring season, though. I have to
Yeah.
say.
It's because all the other teams have really leveled up, and I think that
Absolutely.
they're, dare I say, like the Ogryn strat really doesn't work. That was like kind of like their bread and butter. Ogryn has really fallen off, so it's really affected them. And I feel like GenG, which we should talk about, is definitely a step up right now. I mean, they just have almost all the answers. They're able to be very resilient, and they've really been able to take it to them. I don't think that they're B compared to like a SCARZ. I think they're a step up from there, so I would put them comfortably in an A.
But they've only really had Monto, but then the other players have really stepped up. I mean, yesterday, Clue's performance on the Liampo and the Sunbeam was just
So good.
absolutely
Oh,
amazing.
he's
So
very
good.
So
So
good.
good.
It's crazy, man.
So, would you say that GenG and Nongshim right now is like tied for A? Because I don't think they belong in S, with S still having things like a OG and Twisted Minds.
Do you think the new Twisted Minds is an S, though?
I mean, how would I say it? I feel like if you give them enough time, maybe like 90 is like what, going to college, like just like studying, then it's like, oh guys, I'm back for survival week of playoffs or even potentially the KIC, right? So maybe that will work, but if you're judging solely based on their current week performance that they just lost 0-2 against OG, maybe you can put them in front A here. Yeah, you know?
I would be. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. But then in that case, I think GenG would be better than 9Z.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
think Nongshim are on the bottom of A. But I do think that GenG, I mean, just the way that they played, it was amazing to watch, actually.
Okay, any input from Kin here? What do you think? 9Z, because you've been casting the KMW for like the full week. Do you think from performance itself, 9Z can take Nongshim or GenG or even the rematch against Twisted Minds?
I think 9Z destroys Nongshim, honestly.
Ooh.
And like, I did watch the Nongshim GenG game. I think GenG really have stepped up.
Yep.
Monto is okay. Monto to me is kind of an interesting thing because Monto wasn't really challenged. I felt like it was the rest of GenG that improved, which helped to amplify the strength of Monto so far. He hasn't been put in a very difficult position against the teams just yet.
Who's the marksman for Aylo Gaming? I think I remember I saw him play. I think it's pretty decent, no?
You?
Me? I'm Aylo?
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no,
called
no,
you.
no.
Oh, you! No, you!
Not Sagi, I'm saying you.
I will bring up that
Me,
meme.
you?
I'll
No,
bring
you.
up that meme. I'll bring up that meme. Okay, so I think with that statement already, I think Twisted Minds right now, they're peak A, and with the recent performance of OG, they're just dumpstering everyone, so I think OG sips comfortably at top tier S here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that OG hasn't dropped a single round, right? Like, that's already kind of still showing the same performance, or they haven't done what Nongshim's done, right? Like, Nongshim, to me, they're still, like, a really good team, but they've kind of, like, plateaued, right? Whereas, like, we've already made the comment that the KJL League is definitely kind of, like, amped up as well as GenG, so it's kind of made them look, like, bring them down to A tier, if anything.
Alright, so next one, right? Also from North America, the team that beat BTK in the qualifiers will be LM Club here. I think they are D or C, because I saw their games. I feel like they're just a bunch of friends coming together like, let's go. Yeah, you know?
Very similar.
Okay, what about... Okay.
I'll put LM at C.
C. Okay.
Yeah. I think they beat CMF as well.
CMF,
I think it's...
I think hands down as well, yeah. Now, the Raccoons is an interesting one because they are considered dark horse, because my concern on the Raccoons, they are very similar to most of these teams where they really, really rely on the jungle to go ham.
Kong, right?
Yeah,
Kong is
8 MVPs, man.
He's a different level, dude. Yeah.
He has the most across all of the leagues right now. He
Yes.
has 8 MVP. So he's like literally carrying this team. I think that he's phenomenal, right? He's so much fun to watch. But if any, I mean, the other teams are watching in on this, and they know that if they shut down Kong, they got a chance. So Crazy Raccoons is a type where, like, if Kong is left untouched, they're going to fly. They're going to do amazing. But going up against the other squads, you know that they're going to adjust and try to make sure, like, Kong doesn't have that amazing game.
No, I don't know whether I agree that Nongshim stays in A. That's my whole thing.
Wow, completely fallen off. You think it's going to be in B?
He went from
no,
KM
with
to
SCARZ and
KMW.
Crazy Raccoon? Really?
Like, no, that's why I say I don't think SCARZ should be at B. They should be at C. They should join the Boars Gaming and LM Club.
Ooh, that I have to disagree though, because SCARZ, I feel like, how would I say it's like, Crazy Raccoon
Maybe
and
it's the way
SCARZ-
they were dismantled in
Yeah.
their game.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks pretty bad for them. But yeah, I don't think like Nongshim survives against 9Z or Twisted Minds either way.
Okay, Nongshim will
favoritism.
not survive against Twisted Minds, but 9Z, I will argue it's close.
I agree.
Yeah, I think they'll take 9Z.
And also, I think that another thing that's kind of throwing us off is that, like, we have Astar Gaming. Seeing as that we don't really have a spot for them, I do think that they're a step up from the tier D teams, so that would be the C. And I do think that SCARZ is better than Astar, right? So I think that it's just a natural placement for them. There's no other space.
Actually, I'm quite curious whether Boss can beat A-Star or not. Because I think A-Star, in the way the games I've seen of their play, I think they're actually okay. But I'm curious to see whether Boss can beat them. Yeah.
Their two biggest things is Abdo and Jing Tian just drafting, obviously, just the craziest kind of jungle picks, right? Like, obviously, we saw the Mayan into the jungle. Obviously, it makes sense into Kong's fade to get him off the wall, but he's obviously had, like, the likes of the Yang Jian as well and stuff like that come through into these drafts. So, really, that's the element of surprise, but it's the experience from Abdo that seems to always get A-Star where they need to be in these matches. If it wasn't for Abdo, I definitely think they would be D tier.
I feel like they are just borderline C at the very least, so
Same.
I think they are like matched with LM. I'm pretty sure Boars or LM could take them, but I don't think in a world where we have KME and KMW structure, they can ever meet because of how cruel it is. But I do
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that situating them as C tier for A-Star makes a lot of sense. But here's a team that it's like the logo is kind of blurred out. So this is RACCOONS
Yeah.
Esports. So what do you guys think of this team?
I think RA is not bad though. Yeah.
No, they've definitely
fumbled.
gotten they've gotten worse.
Yeah,
Really?
they've gotten worse. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
I
not
love the
gotten-
guys, but they've
yeah.
gotten worse.
They've definitely gotten worse.
Why?
To be honest, we kind of had expectations going in for them,
Yeah,
right? Like,
we
can
had-
they kind of surpass what they did in spring? And they were third place, and now they're kind of strongly. It's just that the other teams have really leveled up, so it seems like R8 are really not there. But I'm sure that they've gotten better. They just haven't gotten as fast as like Crazy Raccoons, for instance.
Yeah, exactly. I do want to make that point because obviously, Kim was saying I thought they did well against R8 Esports, so GenG did well. I mean, R8 did well against GenG, but it was that one match, right, where they picked the Mayin and the Luna, right? There was so much bullying happening in the early game, and it just kind of like curtailed that one, which is just like always the story of the KME, like Clash Lane, Jungle seem to be kind of like the meta within the KME. There's a lot of focus the top side of the map, and it's been winning a lot of games.
Okay.
I agree.
So let's talk about the last team. You
Aylo.
you guys have left them open.
I mean, they're a bit
Not
of a
an
mixed
S.
bag, right? So Aylo are currently what 3-3 in terms of this, so they're currently at the top of Group A. Do I think they'll maintain at the top of Group A? I think this will be the fourth team that goes into the playoffs for the KMW. The fact that they've taken what rounds off Boars, off BloodThirstyKings, off Level Max, there's no seeming competition, and from what we saw, obviously in the spring season, even when they got to like best of fives, they weren't really faltering that bad either. If anything, they kind of improved in the best of five format.
So last thing, guys. So Aylo Gaming. So where does this team go? And are you guys comfortable with the current lineup here? We saw from S. Top tier is OG. No questions asked. I think we all agree on this. And I still think even though Twisted Minds, their roster has been nerfed because of the absence of 90 in the Clash lane and Clean's swap towards the jungle to the Clash lane. So I still think even with that, they still belong in strong A and or S, but it'll take time, right? I still think they lead the pack in A. GenG, I think with the recent performance, they lead against Nizy, Globant, and Nongshim Redforce. So this two, what do you guys think?
Are we ranking them like still
Yes.
also on from
Correct.
the side?
Yep.
So left being the first.
Left
Yeah.
being the first, right being the last.
I think for tier A, yeah, this is it, man.
I think for now this is a fair share that we can put in for Group A. So moving to B, I think
No question. B is correct. Move on. That is it. Move on. There's nothing
Move
to talk
on,
about there.
guys,
That's the
move on.
correct placement.
Now C tier: Boars, R8, LM, and A-Star.
I'll put
I
R8
think
at the
R8
first.
takes Boars.
R8
Yeah,
Boars?
I think
I
R8.
yeah, I do think
R8
so
is
as
first.
well. Yeah, I do think their entire lineup with Ryoichi, Xenon, and also the addition of Guxing, they actually have a pretty decent lineup. Maybe they are just not finding their groove coming into this tournament. But okay,
Yeah.
R8 over Boars. But does Boars take LM and A-Star?
Yes.
Okay, I
Yeah.
think that we can stay comfortably.
I
with
think
this
so
as well.
too. Yeah.
All right. Okay, guys. So I think that's about the tier list for the entire KME and KMW region. I think OG sits comfortably in tier S, and we have pretty strong A tier teams that will potentially join in that route to the last chance qualifiers with WKS teams, which is FE Hong Kong, right? So for this, I think this is a pretty decent list so far that we comprise. So yeah.